Hello YouTube, we got our third and final leg of a three town journey on my most recent trip. This is McClellanville, South Carolina in Charleston County. I went to McClellanville the same day I went to Charleston and Allendale. Anyway, McClellanville is located at the very top of Charleston County and is a very rural area. And here we are, we're turning off of 17 onto Pinckney Street to visit. I want everyone to pay very close attention to the trees and the landscape and just the picturesque vibe and environment that exists in McClellanville. It is spectacular. Just take a minute and look at it. It's very beautiful. McClellanville started in 1860 when plantation owners A.J. McClellan and R.T. Morrison sold their lots, and a bunch of farmers and plantation owners decided to use it as a reprieve from mosquitoes, malaria, and mosquito-borne illness, basically. Kind of like Pawleys Island had been used to the north about 40 miles or so. That, of course, the Civil War interrupted that and everything, but to this day, McClellanville is still economically the same as it was back in those days. It relies heavily on the ocean and shrimping, so essentially is a fishing village. But look at the landscape, just beautiful. And I did get most of that information from Wikipedia. It also mentions on that article about Hurricane Hugo, and it also mentions the Lincoln High School, where a lot of people, and look at this. This is the downtown part, older buildings, but don't they just look? I mean, don't you feel like you're going back in time here? I mean, really, it's spectacular. But anyway, Hurricane Hugo hit this area very hard. It says that it was a Category 4 when it come over McClellanville, and the storm got hit with a powerful northern eye wall. And all the people, and I've heard this story all my life, not just the internet telling me, but the people were in Lincoln High School, which we will visit or drive by in just a moment, and they were trapped in there and had to climb onto the roof to survive the storm. I guess the storm surge had gotten that high. Very, very bad situation. But look at those trees. I can't get over it, how beautiful it is. And portions of this video are in double speed instead of the regular speed as you're seeing now, just because of the length of it. And, we're going normal speed during the highlights and kind of double speed during the second pass through and getting to those parts. Like the beginning was in double speed. Anyway, we're going to pass by Lincoln High School here soon. I just want to say that the students of McClellanville, I feel bad for them and Allendale as well, because they have to go all the way to Mount Pleasant to go to school. And I don't think that that's very fair. I did some research into that too, and it seems like the Charleston County School District closed the school because they were out of money, $19 million shortfall or something like that. I read in the Post and Courier. And they have some kind of rule where school has to have 500 students to remain open, and of course a very, very, very rural area like McClellanville did not have that. So they closed the high school down. So what I was just telling you about with Hurricane Hugo, that school no longer exists. It was called Lincoln High School. We'll ride by in a minute, like I just said. The ocean is just to the right. By the way, really it's a creek, but it leads to the ocean. And McClellanville is also, just like Allendale, near Cape Romaine and the Francis Marion National Forest. Think of it as the two are in between. So Almondot on the south side and McClellanville on the north side. But yes, the students of McClellanville have to go all the way to Wando High School in Mount Pleasant, which is, pull up my map here. "29-minute drive and 26 miles. That is quite a hassle for a rural, and maybe McClellanville might not be poor exactly, but the area surrounding it is not financially in a good spot. So that is just not ideal for Charleston County schools, in my opinion. Also, the nearest grocery store I would assume would be in Georgetown from McClellanville. The Food Line on 17, and that would be a solid 21 minutes and 24 minutes and a 21-mile drive. So whenever I say this is a rural area, this is a very, very rural area. And to the right is what remains of Lincoln High School. It closed, I believe, in 2014. A very historic school and building, just left to basically wither away. But anyway, that was McClellanville, South Carolina.